And obviously our first reaction is just absolute shock and devastation that once again we're seeing such huge death tolls in a factory accident like this. But I guess the next one is just incredible anger and frustration that ever since the Spectrum factory disaster you mentioned earlier, so that's almost 13 years, we've been calling and calling on the industry, on the UK retailers to do something, and they've done nothing, and we're once again faced with just the most horrific disaster that you could imagine.
Well, they say they are doing something, don't they? We know that Primark, that we asked them to come onto the programme today, indeed, because they have acknowledged that they produce clothing, they buy clothing from these factories. Yeah. Now, they say they are shocked, they're deeply saddened by this appalling incident, and they express their condolences to all those involved. They go on to say Primark has been engaged for several years with NGOs and other retailers to review the Bangladeshi industry's approach to factory standards, and they're pushing for this review to also include building integrity.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the point. In the last 8 years, we've seen brands and retailers from the UK and from other places constantly sitting in meetings and writing statements and doing reviews, and we've seen no concrete action to actually improve the safety standards. We should be doing, we should be seeing actual concrete action right now. People should be on the ground checking those factories, making the improvements. But the reality is that to improve those factories to the level they need is going to cost. It's going to need investment, and that's what everyone is trying to avoid. But if you're going to use, if you're going to use factories in countries like Bangladesh, which is obviously very important for their economy, you have to take responsibility to make sure that the workers that you're using are not risking their lives so that we can have £2 T-shirts on our high street.